The secret sauce, those critical 1,000 most common words in English. When children learn to read, they need to learn how to decipher the words that are presented to them in stories, in lists, on maps, pictures, and diagrams, and individually. The English language is the richest language in the world, with more than 1 million words. The Merriam-Webster dictionary has almost 500,000 words and their meanings listed. Some people see this as an insurmountable barrier of too many words, too many idioms, too many different sounds and sound combinations, and too many exceptions. The challenge is, how do you unravel this complex ball of words so that you can teach it? The answer lies in the approach to the problem, the secret sauce for teaching decoding. On one hand, the 1,000 most common words in English constitute 85% of everything we will read in our lifetime. According to the Reading Teacher's Book of Lists, 4th edition, by Prentice Hall, the first most common 25 make up about a third of all printed material. The first 100 make up about half of all written material. The first 300 make up about 65% of all written material. It becomes somewhat obvious that we should concentrate on the first 1,000 most common words as a starting point for teaching reading. That initial 1,000 gives us huge advances in decoding. The good news: if an instructional designer applies the direct instruction method for teaching sounds and sound combinations, you wind up having to teach only 65 sounds and sound combinations in total. These are often introduced over 50 to 60 lessons of a beginning reading program. Some non-DI programs combine literally hundreds of pairings of individual sounds, which overwhelms weak students. Other non-DI programs simply ignore the teaching of sounds and sound combinations altogether. The 65 sounds and sound combinations can then be built into a scope and sequence chart so that those which share visual and/or auditory similarities can be separated to reduce the likelihood of confusion. The better news: a direct instruction analysis of the 1,000 most commonly used words indicates that 650 are phonetically regular. That is to say, that if the student is taught the sounds and sound combinations and can string them together in order, they can unlock 650 of the most common words. That leaves only 350 that are not phonetically regular to be taught. Imagine the boost that a student gets by learning 65 sounds and sound combinations, and by learning to say those sounds in order. The 35% of phonetically irregular words require a different strategy. I have to admit that despite seeing this phenomena while working with thousands of at-risk kids over 45 years, watching the process unfold never fails to paste a huge smile upon my face. The effect on the student is magical. The light goes on. They get it. They feel smart and they act smart. It's the best part of my job. Thanks to Zig Engelman, Doug Carnine, and others for providing us such powerful tools. It has helped millions of kids to learn to read, and will continue to do so into the future.